political parties have vowed to participate even if security agencies boycott the elections. The spokesperson of Labour Party in the state, Gogo Wellington, said the party is not disturbed even if the Nigerian police refuse to protect the local government elections. Mr. Wellington spoke to correspondent Obioreware.
No, we're not bothered about all that. The exercise is the people who exercise. So the people can coordinate themselves without being told what to do. We're human beings. Security agencies, officials that come for election monitoring, they don't even come armed. Most of them don't come armed. So what essence is are they really to the exercise? If the people conduct themselves, I don't think there will be any need for any extraordinary security presence. This is an election for Rivers people, and for the Rivers people to actually voice their choice. We as take the side of the Rivers people. We say the elections will hold.
The Labour spokesman spoke further on the activities of RISIEC.
For RISIEC found themselves in a very difficult position given the activity. Some of these deadlines were adjusted not to favour anybody but to make up for the time lost during the protest, because there was no activity in RISIEC during the protest. So some of these deadlines were just adjusted so that no one will feel left out. So this is why able to conduct their primaries within that period. So the RISIEC is just trying to adjust those timelines to fit or accommodate the interests of all parties involved.
Ajinteke Biahari also spoke.
If they don't, there are other security agencies now, but in case, if all decide not to participate, then Rivers people and Nigerians will be able to ask questions. Why will they not support a due process to fulfill what is stipulated in the Constitution? The Nigerian police not to participate, which I doubt. But if that happens too, there won't be any chaos, because Rivers people have decided to go this way so that they can have elected council chairmen and their councillors to pilot the affairs of Rivers, because there can't be lacuna.
Mr. Harry advised political parties complaining about RISIEC's selective treatment to do proper checks on their claims.
I have seen that the processes, the guidelines being laid down by the Commission is followed. For that concern, I have not seen as a person, because almost every day we are there doing one thing or the other, and this Commission is so friendly to the parties. This is the next level we are going. At every point in time, they tell the parties the next line of action. Anywhere there are issues, they call your attention, you make adjustments, and everything is okay. So I give kudos to the Commission, to the chairman and his commissioners for doing a very good job.
Recall that an Abuja High Court in an interim injunction stopped the INEC from releasing the voters' register to RISIEC to conduct the forthcoming local government elections in the state, and also stopped the police from giving security protection during the elections. Moving on, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara had charged State Investment Promotion Agency to take the state to a level where the state can sustain itself without federal allocation. Governor Fubara said this during the swearing-in of the board and members of the newly constituted Investment Promotion Agency at the Government House today. The governor emphasized the need to make attractive the investors. The governor emphasized the need to make the state attractive to investors.
Investors can still come back to that enviable position that it once occupied. Those people that were doing business in Rivers State that left for one reason or the other, they can say come back. Because Rivers State is blessed. It has its oil. So the purpose of this agency will know that Rivers State is not about coming and I now take the side of maybe I'm interested in 10% or 20% of what you're coming with. The purpose is to build our state. The purpose is to grow this state economically in such a way and manner that even if we don't get federal allocation anymore, we can sustain ourselves with our IGR.
Governor Fubara also urged the agency to focus on agriculture.
Look at what is happening in Transvaal. We can develop the resources we have in One. We have Obebema, Gas Hub. These are promises we made during our campaign, and we must fulfill those promises. I want it to be a serious business for the interests of Rivers State. Not just issues of people coming to build houses and other things. I want your concentration to be more on agriculture. People are coming in to invest. People that are coming to build factories. Because it's only when we start production, employment issues will be resolved. In his remarks,
The chairman of the board, Anga Fubara, assured the governor of their commitment to attracting investors to the state. Correspondent Onyekachi Musa reports that other members of the agency include Chamberlain Peterside as Director General, Tamono Ibwemi Life George as Secretary, Good Life Mekini, Harvey Idiozu, and Barito Bagi as members. In other news, some POS operators have expressed worry following plans by the government to deduce 50 naira on electronic transfers above 10,000 naira into personal and business accounts on OPay, MoneyPoint, and other fintech companies. In an interview, some of the operators say the new deduction is not favorable.
I'm not happy at all for this news now what just they get concerning charges from OP, Money Point for those of us that are doing POS.
I feel reduce my price. Now I may not be like saying they won't lose for both sides.
Because how can you charge 50 naira from 10,000 naira and above? If the government will not collect 50 naira as their own charge, which means indirectly they are telling the masses to begin pay them 50 naira every day. Because they cannot charge that 50 naira from my own POS, then I will leave it like that.
It will affect us because firstly we buy cash and the amount where they say cash they give us it too cost. Then we can put our own charge on top now. Can they give some people they complain.
Another operator also explained how the deduction will affect customers amid the economic instability across the country.
Some Aburo used to discharge our motor. At the end of the day, they will pack it. They will say that some Aburo used to discharge our.
Now, amidst the increase in the cost of fuel, some commercial drivers operating from Eche to Mile 3 axis of Port Harcourt metropolis have raised concerns over what they describe as constant harassment from touts. In an interview with our correspondent, the drivers narrated how their vehicles are often impounded over refusal to pay 1,000 naira to the illegal task force after purchasing government-approved tickets. They called on the River State government to check the activities of illegal task force members, particularly at Rumokoro.
Some Aburo used to discharge our motor. At the end of the day, they will pack it. They will say that we should go 30,000, 28,000. So we want to ask who sent them such work. If they meet you for hold up, they used to collect each motor 1,000. If you don't give them 1,000, for example, today, tomorrow you are their enemy.
We bought our tickets. We also bought this environmental basket, also stickers. We have these requirements. Still, they disturb us at Umukro. They apprehend our vehicles, take the motor to park and pack it and collect 40 or 30,000 naira from the drivers.
The way we are buying fuel costly and that will not allow us to do the work. All these motors we are driving, it's not our own personal motor. So government should come and help us. We are suffering too much.
Meanwhile, Rivers State Commissioner of Information Joe Johnson has assured residents that Governor Fubara is committed to implementing the federal government's 70. Government is considering ways to mitigate the effect of recent fuel price hike.